Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and this time I'm going to do another video tag. Yes, this is the apocalyptic tag video. Yes, it's the end of the world and we're all fucked. Now, this tag was created by my good friend Random Ross, or Random Horror. He created this tag. There are 8 questions in this tag. He eventually tagged me along with some other people. So I decided to go on ahead and do this tag because he and I are pretty good friends. So here is the apocalyptic horror tag video. Yes! Now, again, like I said, there are 8 questions in this tag, so let's get ready. Question number 1. It is your last day on Earth. What would you do? Well, for me, it's pretty simple. I would spend the last days on Earth with my lovely wife, Kelly. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Not spend the last time of my life with my love of my life? Well, of course, that's what I'm going to do. Kelly and I will be together one last time. We'll probably have one final kiss before the end finally comes to, and then we'll see each other in heaven. We'll be reunited with our mommies because our mommies are waiting for us to see us. So that's basically what I would do. It's a no-brainer. Spend the last moments of Earth with my lovely wife, Kelly. Question number 2, what is your favorite apocalyptic horror film? Now, this was a pretty interesting question, and I saw Random Ross, I believe. I saw Lisa. I don't know if she's done this. I know I saw somebody else did this video. I can't remember who. But they had some interesting questions, and I decided to go with something completely off the rails. And it actually is one of my favorite horror pictures, but it is a apocalyptic horror film, and a lot of people are going to like, what are you talking about? That is The Cabin in the Woods. I understand you people's like, but Monty, gee, that's not a apocalyptic horror film. But you remember at the end of the film, the elder gods rose up. They actually went on ahead and destroyed the world because they didn't complete the ritual that they wanted to complete. That's because Dana and Marty, they were in the bottom of the pit, and they just simply knew that the end of the world was coming. So they smoked a joint, and that was it. So, yeah. So my favorite apocalyptic film will be The Cabin in the Woods. Question number 3, what is your favorite non-horror apocalyptic film? This is pretty easy. It's The Day After Tomorrow. It's a nice film. Doesn't have a lot of special effects. I mean, it does, but it's not like Roman Emmerich's other disaster films like 2012. That was okay, but it was, boy, you don't really want to talk about that. Then you have Armageddon. You have Deep Impact, even though I really don't think Deep Impact was an actual apocalyptic film. Is more of a disaster film, those films like that. But The Day After Tomorrow actually is the apocalyptic film because it changed the entire way we would live in our life, and that's basically what apocalyptic. It doesn't mean the end of the world, but it does change how you live. So The Day After Tomorrow, my favorite non-horror apocalyptic film. Now, this is a question Random Ross asked in another one of his tags, but he actually changed this one to fit more horror related. You are the bringer of the apocalypse. Which four fictitious horror characters would you make your 4 horsemen? Now, if you obviously know your Sunday school, you know that the 4 horsemen are war, famine, death, and pestilence. So basically, I broke it down to where pestilence would be the rage virus from the 28 days later and 28 weeks later. War would be, of course, Dracula. Famine would be Dr. Lecter, Hannibal the Cannibal, and death would be Pinhead. Yeah, so death would be Pinhead. Yeah, they're pretty good, reasonable, figures to be the bringers of the apocalypse. So again, that would be the rage virus for pestilence, Dracula for war, famine would be Dr. Lecter, and death would be Pinhead. Yes. Question number 5. Aliens, zombies, machines, or nuclear war? Which you think is most likely to happen, and which do you think is less likely to happen? Now, obviously, the most likely to happen, of course, is going to be nuclear war, especially in the times that we live in and what's going on in the world today. More than likely, we hope that doesn't happen, but eventually that's more than likely that could happen. Now, as far as what was least likely to happen, that's going to have to be zombies. Now, As much as we love zombies and how much they've been getting played in the media as of late, we all know very, very, very unlikely that a fictional creature such as zombies would come to life and start, destroying our fabric of society. But you do have aliens and machines. That's a possibility. Very minuscule, but there's a possibility. Now, I myself always stated that the fact there's no way in the world that we can be the only intelligent beings out there. There has to be some other form of life that's out there in that big thing called space. And eventually, I think an alien race will come to this planet. I don't know if they're going to attack us. I don't know if they're going to be our friends. Hey, could be a Star Trek thing. Could be something even worse. Could be some of those alien invasion movies that we saw, like Independence Day and Skylight. Yeah, but like I said, more likely to happen is going to be nuclear war, and less likely will be zombies. Question number 6: if Armageddon happened today, would you stay and fight the 7-year battle, or would you live in peace in heaven? Now, it's a very interesting question. Now, obviously, me personally, I don't like conflict. I try to stay away from it the best I can. But if I want to protect the people that I love, then I'm going to fight, and I'm going to fight until I can't fight anymore. So I definitely would stay and fight the 7-year battle to protect my family. Question number 7: if you lived in a post-apocalyptic future, what would you hang on to remind yourself of the old world? Very interesting question. Obviously, let's see. Probably what I bring from the old world. Actually, you'd be surprised. A smartphone. It probably don't work anymore, but hey, it looks like it still plays some games that they still work. I mean, that would still work. Hey, I would just have a smartphone. Question number 8 and the final question. The world is ending. What song would you listen to for the end of the world? Well, obviously, this is a no-brainer for me. It will be the late, great Prince, Purple Rain. Purple Rain Forever. Yes, that is a fantastic song. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. So I definitely would listen to Purple Rain. And I wish I could play it, but I don't want to get I don't want to get dinged. I don't want to get dinged, but yeah, definitely would be Prince's Purple Rain. And that is it. That is the apocalyptic tag. Once again, from Random Ross. I will leave a link in the description below, and also leave the questions below. If you want to do the tag, you're more than welcome to. Just make sure that you give the credit to Random Ross, because this is his tag. He probably will put up a playlist. So make sure that you do give him the credit, so that way he can put it on his playlist. Now comes the part where I'm supposed to tag anybody, but I'm just going to do like I have been doing with these. If you're watching this now, you have now been officially tagged by the Horror Miser Monty G. So if you want to do the tag, like I said before, you're welcome to do it. Just make sure you give Random Ross a credit. Well, that's my video for today, guys. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share as well, because it does help the channel a lot. And once again, this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, rules. Ha ha ha. See you guys later. I'm out.